I think it was 2018. The men's U.S. national team failed to qualify for the World Cup. We've been puzzling around soccer. If you have a talented kid who plays soccer, you have to pack him up and take her out to the suburbs, and it's expensive in this country. It starts out at like $400 a semester. And then by the time you're really competitive, it can be $3,500. It's high stress, there's a whole soccer mom thing and all the kids and vans and parents on the sidelines and backpacks and torn ACLs and college application essays about being on the state team. None of that really felt like childhood to me, playful joy of the ball, You travel around the world, you see people playing on docks and cobblestones, little dirt paths made up of soccer balls. One time I was in Namibia and they played with a busted balloon that had been filled with sand and retied like about the size of a hacky sack, So then the game's in the air mostly because if you kick it along the ground, the balloon rips and you got to retie it smaller. It always seemed to me that in Memphis, we had a really beautiful opportunity for games because we don't have a lot of money in many of the neighborhoods in our communities, but we do have time, at least the kids do. And so we thought at least that if we get kids in our neighborhoods out playing the game, then just like kids all around the world, we would have magical, daring, wonderful, joyful play. In a way, we could give kids back some of the childhood that, sit in front of a screen eating food desert food can strip from you. But Memphis kids don't know what soccer is, and many of the children here have never played it, never even seen it on television. And so it made a pretty steep hill to climb to introduce the game. The first idea we had was to drop 1,000 soccer balls around Christmas time through the neighborhoods with just simple instructions. You play this game with your feet, See if you can kick it back and forth. Try just with one touch. If you want to juggle, that's when you kick the ball in the air to yourself. See how many you can get, that kind of thing. It really moved from an idea to something actionable when the U.S. men failed to qualify. Because the reason U.S. soccer is so bad at the highest level, even though we're a wealthy country, even though our population size is 25 times some of the countries that routinely win on the global stage, it's because we only train the top 1% of the kids who can afford the $3,500 a semester trained at the highest level of soccer in this country. There are a few tokenized scholarships, but most of the kids we met don't last in the tokenized scholarship programs because you're the only kid without a backpack, with only one pair of socks, without a ride, tournament pocket money. And there's something to that 10,000 hours of dedicated play. So you take the very elite athletes from only the top 1% of the economic pool and you get U.S. men's soccer, as opposed to taking the very elite athletes from all over the country, the whole group of 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds, all of them, and then you get Argentina. It's a meritocracy. Sports could be, especially soccer, when all you need is a ball. So we took coaches and put them in neighborhoods where the kids were, on parks and pieces of land that had not been used. It was sort of don't ask, don't tell thing back then because we couldn't get official permission from parks. Now it's 1,000 kids and embedded in elementary schools and 8 club teams, and the top teams travel and compete at the highest level, and the boys go off to college scholarships and the girls go all the way to Qatar for the World Cup last time, and now the World Cup is coming here. It's been so beautiful to watch the game evolve in this country these years, and it's been beautiful to be a part of Play Where You Stay and work to level the playing field and build pathways of access for every child who wants to be part of the world's greatest game.